lick. You dealing with a young, 20-year-old, conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty. You all know better, Shannon.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your get your old out there that can love you. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN.
Man, Charleston White just tore into Shannon Sharpe, and he wasn't holding back for even a second after hearing about that rumored $23 million hush payout and his sudden ESPN exit. Charleston's got no filter, and he straight up said Shannon did this to himself. All over a so-called snow bunny. Now the internet's blowing up with Shannon's name everywhere, and the drama's on fire. If you've been following, you've seen the headlines. Shannon supposedly getting the boot from ESPN right after quietly settling that monster $50 million lawsuit. And let's not pretend this came out of nowhere.
Get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go. See, come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that, and remember I told you the story from when I'm in the park.
People have been murmuring for months that this whole Gabriella Zuniga mess was way nastier than it looked on paper. Remember that lawsuit from the OnlyFans model? She claimed Shannon assaulted her, caused her major emotional damage, and even allegedly put hands on her. That's not the kind of storm you walk away from untouched. Then, out of the blue, she dropped a phone recording of her and Shannon. And honestly, he didn't sound like some innocent man. Allegedly, he came off loud, aggressive, and with some real wild, out-of-control energy.
Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
And of course, Shannon jumped online fast with his I ain't do nothing speech, trying to shut it all down. He called the whole case a straight-up shakedown and swore everything that happened was consensual. Then he tried flipping the script on attorney Tony Busby, saying this was just another long game to take down a rich black man. Shannon even pointed out that Busby went after Jay-Z, Diddy, and now him, and claimed he was ready to hit back with a countersuit for defamation.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down.
But now, word is Shannon allegedly dropped a whopping $23 million just to make that lawsuit disappear. Reports say he settled it privately, and here's the twist. Insiders claim he'd already offered Gabriella $10 million when it all first popped off. But she turned it down, saying she had proof and receipts. Fast forward, and now she's walking away with that $23 million settlement, quitting her OnlyFans hustle, and cashing out big. Meanwhile, Charleston White's out here loud as ever, saying what a lot of people have been thinking. He ain't just poking fun at Shannon, he's dragging him hard, asking the real question: why settle if you're truly innocent? Why drop that kind of cash if this was just a setup? And Charleston didn't stop there. He threw Shannon's own words right back in his face. He reminded folks that Shannon always said he wouldn't even get in an elevator with white women to avoid drama. But now, he's allegedly in the gym, sweatpants on, no drawers, letting a 20-year-old snow bunny press up on him.
You all know better, Shannon. Much shit is you talking like you say you won't even get on the elevator with a woman by yourself. How you at the gym and you let this 20-year-old, damn near teeny bopper, little old young white get you 50 mil You offered a pink toe Peckerwood 10 million. Boy.
Charleston said the whole thing just ain't adding up. In his eyes, Shannon sold out a long time ago. Left the streets, ditched the Black Hood crowd, stopped rolling with the real ones, threw on that tight corporate suit, and started playing the big business game, thinking it would never turn on him. But now, it's smacking him right back. Charleston called him straight foolish for thinking he was too slick to get caught. Instead of keeping it with hood chicks or strip club girls, the ones who know how to move in silence, he went for the one woman who had everything to gain by flipping the script on him.
With the game. That's why I stay at the strip club with real. When you dealing with problems, you ain't got these problems. You dealing with these little just trying to hit a lick. You dealing with a young 20-year-old conniving, manipulative, low-down, white. I'm talking about a dirty, funky hunk.
And here we are, that messy lawsuit front and center. Charleston even pointed out that Gabriella ain't the same woman from Shannon's wild IG live fiasco last September. So this isn't random at all. It's looking like a whole pattern. Now Shannon's out here apologizing, trying to slide into the victim role. If you've been tuned into the streets, you've probably already heard that apology. After ESPN cut him loose, Shannon went live asking his brother Sterling for forgiveness for stealing his moment, since the firing happened right before Sterling's Hall of Fame induction.
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way.
He even told fans he was sorry for messing up and letting them down. But the streets ain't forgetting this scandal anytime soon. And
so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been.
But Charleston wasn't buying any of it. He called Shannon's apology medicine after death, saying it was way too late. He reminded everyone that Monique had already warned him to leave those young girls alone, because they were just waiting to feast on him the second he slipped.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your get your old out there that can love you. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
And even Cat Williams had told him straight up on Club Shay, leave them white girls alone. But Shannon, man, he just laughed it off, acting like he was untouchable, thinking he was the one running the game. Turns out, he was the puppet all along.
Get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan
There
Majors.
you go, come on, cat.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit down in 2 weekends. And that's the truth of the matter. So I stayed away from that, and remember I told you the story from when I'm in the park.
Now, Charleston says he never vibed with Shannon from day one. According to him, Shannon always carried a little hate in his heart toward him. All because Charleston spoke loud, raw, and with zero filter. He's been calling out those NFL boys for years, labeling them as big, dumb football players. He even took shots at Deion Sanders, calling him a modern-day Bill Cosby, accusing him and others of playing some fake, picture-perfect TV family role while completely ignoring the real culture.
Well, Shannon Sharpe, he really don't like me. I done call all the football players men big old dumb stupid ass. So I done offended and insulted everybody. Yeah. But you gotta understand, homie, I done said some horrible things about Deion and the boys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this an alumni.
Yeah, that's why.
I said some horrible things about Deion is the modern day Bill Cosby, and them boys is Theo Huxtable, and yeah, man. He's the modern day of that. You know, this is who we, you know, so we idolize this family. Dion is the ideal father in the black community. This is, yeah. So, and here I am attacking him in his toe, in his boy.
Shannon didn't like it one bit. Couldn't stand Charleston keeping it raw while he stayed playing the clean-cut corporate puppet. But Charleston, he didn't care at all. He said it straight. If you ain't street no more, you're gone. And now, Shannon's paying the price. Not just losing his job, but according to insiders, possibly watching a $100 million media empire he was building slip right through his fingers. All over a snow bunny. And let's be real, Shannon wasn't just some average sports analyst. The man was a full-on brand. Podcasts, endorsements, media appearances, everything rolling in his favor. But now it's all shaky, because he didn't stop for 2 seconds to think. One wrong move with the wrong woman, and it's all crumbling. The streets are buzzing, saying Shannon just gave up more in that settlement than he ever made in the NFL. They're roasting him hard, saying he paid an OnlyFans model like she was a Super Bowl MVP. And all of it could have been avoided if he'd just kept his head straight. He should have kept his ears open and followed those old school street rules. But nah, Shannon went chasing Sharpe, young and pretty. And now, look at the fallout. One person hit hard saying, dude paid her more than he made in his NFL career. No way he's not guilty of something. Another said, Shannon, this could have all been avoided if you'd listened to Kat and Monique. What's cutting people deepest isn't even that $23 million payout. It's knowing that everything he built, every brick of that post-NFL empire, now has a deep crack running through it. And in this game, cracks don't heal easy, especially when you've lost the streets backing you. So now the big question is, did Shannon play himself chasing the wrong type, or is Charleston just stirring the pot like usual? Is this pure karma, or a setup from the jump? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, share this with your people, subscribe for more real talk, and I'll see you on the next one.